All right, me and Zeus, we're up at the Jefferson Park Trailhead here in the state of Oregon. We're going to be heading up to Jefferson Park for a little overnight. As you can see, the trailhead is nice and busy. It's about 7 o'clock in the morning. I just got here, and apparently there's going to be tons of people up here in the park. So we'll see how that goes. This is my first time coming back at this trail entrance since the 2017 burn. There is a lot of burn up here. The drive up here, it's just trees burned everywhere. It's kind of crazy. The one good thing about the burn, though, is now we got better views. All right, well, we'll see you guys out on the trail. Okay, here's the official trailhead marker for the Jefferson Park right here. And we do got some social distancing signs right there as well. And they are foregoing any of the self-issued permits due to COVID. All right, well, we're going to start heading up. I'm hoping it's not going to be too busy that we cannot get a sight. All right, early morning Jefferson right there. Just out of the parking lot. Seeing all the burn devastation of this fire that was in 2017. Starting to get the sun cresting over the ridge there. Got Jefferson Summit right there through the trees. Just keeping on climbing. Just taking my time. Trying not to get too sweaty. This burn is interesting. The trail has changed quite a bit since I saw it last from this direction. A lot more open, a lot more exposed. There's a lot of dead standing trees here, which over time will pose a problem for trail maintenance because these are going to fall at some point since they're all dead. We'll see how that plays out. They seem to be taking care of things though. On the road on the way up, they've already cut down quite a few trees off the side areas and piled them up. It's a good idea. Entered a nice little non-burn spot. This is kind of more or less how I remember the trail. I don't think it's going to last long. I think this is just a spot that the forest got lucky. But it's still nice to have. So this is the amazing side effect that you get when there's a burn. You got a lot more sun, so you get a lot more flowers. Look at that. That's just beautiful. So this is another side effect of the burn. Things are cleared out, so you get a lot more views of these mountains. And that whole other side over there is not burned at all. Gorgeous. We got our first viewpoint. Very gorgeous. Lots of trees over there, most of which are not burnt. Now there's this cool mountain over here. I've always wondered if this has a name. It's 3 peaks and they're very symmetrical and they're right in a row. That's so interesting. Usually don't see that in nature. It makes almost like a perfect W. Yep, there he is. See it pretty good now. We're gonna get it even closer. We're gonna be going right through that little spot and then over to the other side. But first we gotta go up this trail over that mountain and then down. This trail feels quite a bit different. I don't know if it's just because of the missing trees, but it kind of feels like the route of the trail's been changed. And it's taking a little bit more of a higher road. I don't know if that's my mind playing tricks on me or it's just the trees being gone. That's just kind of how it feels to me, being that this is like my 9th time doing this area. First time with trees like this. Got some views of, looks like Washington, Mount Washington right there through the trees. Never noticed that up here before. Now that all these trees are cleared, it's a lot easier to see around. We also have quite a few new water breaks they have on the trail since it's so open now. Gonna get a lot of water flowing through the trail since the trees aren't soaking it up as much, so they've installed some new rock water breaks here. This just gives you guys an idea of the expanse of this burn, and this isn't even all of it. All that down there is all burned. All of that. Got Jefferson right there. This whole side of it is just taken out by a fire. So crazy. Made it into the unburned section going into Jefferson Park. You can see this little meadow right here. And also down below we got a little creek coming through right there. So from here out, it's going to start getting quite beautiful. So we've arrived at the Pct Junction. That way down there is south to Mexico. And then this way up here, where I'm going to Jeff Park, is north to Canada. We are not too far from Jefferson Park now, maybe a mile, a little bit more. Okay, so we have made it into the park. It is a little smoky from some of these eastern Oregon fires. One of the reasons I did not go east because of those fires, but we are getting some of that residual smoke flowing into this area of the park. I can smell it and I can see it a little bit. I am hoping that the breeze will just keep pushing it through and it won't be too smoky while we're here. So this is a continuation of the PCT right there. And this is a junction to go into Scout Lake area. So I'm going to start heading this way and then cut over to Bays Lake, which is right behind this lake. Got a much better view of Scout Lake down here. Pretty gorgeous. So we got Bays Lake down here and it is quite crowded. So got people fishing, people swimming already, and it's not even 10 o'clock in the morning. So hopefully I'm gonna get lucky and find a spot. Okay, so this is the spot I'm gonna take, spot 16. It's not super private. The trail is right there, but this view is just spot on. You gotta see this. So there's Bays Lake right there in front, and then I've got a summit view of Mount Jefferson. So it's gonna be definitely hammock time watching that for a while. Got camp pretty much set up, the lunar solo right in there, and over here for my relaxing pleasure, we've got a hammock. And my view is Bays Lake, and of course the now smoky Mount Jefferson, just a little bit. Scout Lake, it's a little worse up there, but back here kind of tucked away a little more, so we're getting a little less smoke. Taking the hammock for a little ride out here at Bays Lake. Got everything dialed in. Now it's just time to relax and chill. The smoke is cleared. Me and Zeus are kind of going for a little scout. It's about 1:30. Just kind of hanging out at camp for a while. Took a little nap in the hammock. Now we're kind of out doing a little bit more adventuring. Let's see what trouble we can get in. All right, we are just about there. I followed a seasonal creek bed down here for the most part, and a trail for a bit. This is a gorgeous little creek. I'm not quite sure what the name of it is, but it's quite beautiful. Me and my daughter came down here a couple years ago and just kind of had like a little picnic lunch down here when we were up visiting Jefferson Park. It's just a nice little meadow area. Doing a little bushwhacking up a dry stream bed. Heading back towards Scout Lake and towards Jefferson. Thinking about getting out on the PCT and going over to Russell Lake for a bit. Gonna head over to Russell Lake. Just check that out really quick. We ain't got nothing better to do. And we got Russell Lake. Water level's looking pretty low. Of course, it's the end of summer, but it is a beautiful little lake. Pretty shallow. Made it back over to Scout Lake. Quite gorgeous. Very nice. Got lots of people out here swimming. Gorgeous views of Jefferson, of course. It's a great day. Gonna head back over to Bays to camp and do some swimming myself. You coming out? Oh, hi, buddy. Making some dinner, heating up the water. Gonna have some nor chicken noodles. And I'm gonna throw in a little bit of Idahoan onion and chive potatoes in that, just to kind of thicken it up and make it a little more hearty. Got Mr. Zeus over here. He just got done finishing up his kibble. He's got drool hanging off him. Oh my goodness. Basil Lake looking quite nice. And Jefferson kind of hidden by the tree right there. Apparently my spot is pretty popular. I just had a couple come by about 20 minutes ago and asked me if when I was gonna leave and if they could come get them once I leave in the morning to give them my spot. And I'm gonna do it. Why not? Me and Zeus broke camp. We're heading down to the trailhead. It's an amazing day. I hope you guys enjoyed this trip to Jefferson Park. We'll see you guys on the next adventure. Take care.